So hello students, in the previous video we have studied about the two different types of waves, and that were on the basis of the oscillation of particle and the direction of, we were studying about the direction in which the wave is propagating. Here we will be discussing about two type of wave and on the basis of material medium. Here two types of waves are there. The first type is known as mechanical waves. Okay? First type is considered to be as mechanical waves, and the second type is called electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves. Here, mechanical waves means that if any wave needs medium to travel, it needs medium to travel, then this type of wave will be considered as mechanical wave. If the wave does not need any medium to travel, does not need any medium to travel, then this type of wave will be considered as electromagnetic wave. Here in mechanical wave, we will be studying in this chapter, one is sound wave, and etc. We don't need to understand so many examples. And here in mechanical electromagnetic waves, we use microwaves, light waves and all. Okay? We will not move to the other examples. Here we are studying about sound in this chapter, and that sound is a kind of mechanical wave, and it is a type of longitudinal wave that we have studied or discussed in the previous chapter. Now, when we are talking about wave, so we have to understand, first of all, we will be discussing about type of waves according to the terms related to waves in the transverse type, and then we will move to the longitudinal type as well. Here, let us consider we have this structure of wave. Okay? Let us consider this is the structure of wave that has been created, and this is the mean position, and this is the wave. And here what happens, the maximum distance from the mean position, this is the maximum distance, this is the maximum distance, this maximum distance is known as crest, and below the mean position, this is the maximum distance from it, and this distance is considered to be as trough. Clear? Now, this distance, this maximum displacement covered by the molecule, by any molecule from here to here, by any molecule, the maximum distance covered from its mean position, whether it is upside or whether it is downside, both will be same, and this maximum displacement is considered as amplitude. We are denoting it with capital A, where capital A denotes amplitude of the wave, amplitude. Clear? Now, the distance, let us consider, see here, this is the first wave. From this point, you are seeing the wave is moving upwards, and here also from this point the wave is moving upwards. So these two points are in the same phase. We will consider it to be in the same phase. So this is the first wave, and this is the second wave, and continuously we will get the third wave, fourth wave, and so on. But here, when we see about two consecutive waves, one after another, in two consecutive waves, the distance between the same phases, this is the same phase. Here, when we talk about the crest of the first wave, then we will have to take the crest of the second wave as well. Then this distance, either you take this distance or the mean position of the first wave, the mean position of the second wave, or you take the trough of the first wave and the trough of the second wave. Okay? So this distance everywhere, the same phase, this is in the same phase, this is the same phase of two consecutive waves. This is the same, these two are in the same phase, troughs are in the same phase. So this distance is considered to be as wavelength. So wavelength is denoted by a Greek symbol called lambda. Here lambda denotes nothing other than wavelength. And obviously its unit amplitude, and this units are meter. Clear? Meter. And we talk about time period. Time period is nothing other than the time taken by the wave to complete one oscillation. One oscillation means the particle is moving up, coming back to its mean position. This, we are talking about the energy creation only, not the particle is not moving in this direction. We have just created the graph of it. Let us consider this is the time taken, and the time is increasing. First it was here, in first second it was in first second. Let us consider the displacement was maximum. In the second the particle came to its mean position. In the third second the particle came to its minimum position over here. In the fourth second, let us consider particle came over here. So it has started from this position and it came back again back to its mean position. So here, this time taken from coming here to complete one cycle, this time taken is considered to be as time period. It is nothing other than time period. So it has time period. And when we talk about frequency, it is denoted by another Greek symbol, that is nu. It is frequency. Frequency means how many times a wave is completing its oscillation in 1 second is considered to be as frequency. Now let us consider, first of all, let us finish this now. Now frequency is 1 upon time period, where if we talk about its unit, it will be equal to 1 upon second, where it can be written as second inverse. This we don't use generally, that is why we used to write hertz. Hertz is the unit of frequency. In symbol, we used to write it as capital J, H, small z. This is the frequency. When we talk about the relation between wavelength, frequency and the distance traveled, the velocity of the wave, let us consider, lambda is the distance, wavelength of the wave, and distance traveled is always equals to speed into time. Let us consider speed of the velocity of the wave be v, and time taken to complete one complete cycle from here to here, let us consider it is capital T. And here we can write it as lambda upon T is equals to v. Here it can be written as lambda multiplied by 1 upon T is equals to v, and earlier we have studied here 1 upon T is equals to frequency. Therefore, wavelength multiplied by frequency is equals to the velocity of the wave. So, where v denotes the velocity of the wave. So, these are the few things that we have to understand before starting the chapter, sound. So, in the next video, we will be studying about, sound. We will start the chapter. And that's all with the video. Thank you very much for watching.